Welcome in. Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Hey, let's get to this. What's the energy for you today? Messages for you today. Thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything will resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself. Leave the rest. Connect. Connecting with what? Connecting with what needs to be seen and heard by others. Connecting with someone that's like this. Connecting to your, for some of you, you need to be more seen and heard by others. There's a need there you're not realizing. Like direct, be in charge of that. Have some direction where that's concerned. Where you expect that from others. Yeah. Kind of toot your own horn energy here. Yeah. Hot-headed. Someone's hot-headed and critical. Because I see critical falls out with that. That could be someone you're connecting with. Avoid any kind of battles with this person. Don't go there. Avoid this. Be adaptable here so you're avoiding any kind of conflict. This doesn't need a response from you. Exactly. Avoiding the conflict here with that sentiment. This doesn't need a response from you. Okay. And it might be that something comes about conflict-wise from another person regarding who you are in a relationship with romantically. Yeah, but I feel like this person doesn't want to be seen. They kind of want to be in the... They kind of want to be in the shadows with this. But I think once it gets kind of explosive, they'll let you know that they are feeling a certain way about your love life. King of Cups in the reverse here. Yeah, I feel like they're about ready to explode, actually. Their emotions are off the charts. They've held the emotions in for so long. Queen of Pentacles, and they see you being very grounded and enjoying this new connection. They're not going to stay in the shadows here long with this. They have a lot to learn. You could be dealing with somebody who's very immature here. What else do we have? Lots to learn. This person needs to grow up quite a bit. Yeah, here's your Two of Cups. This is your person that's making you very happy. I feel like this other person that's very emotional about this could be hot-headed, critical of it. You've only seen the tip of the iceberg here as far as their feelings, and they're very angry about this, or very upset over this. But their upset is like way over the top. They're an over-the-top emotional person once they're emotional. But they hide a lot of that too, because they know that that's a really unpleasant side to them. You're the one that needs to be seen and heard, and they often are. Okay, remember, this doesn't always need a response from you, however they're feeling. That's for them to decide. Yeah, you're on a brand new path here. I feel like this is going great guns for you. The Ace of Pentacles here now, the Two of Cups. You're grounded. You're grounding into this. They want to keep a swirling confusion going or something where, you know, you don't commit to somebody, but I feel like you're very grounded in this opportunity with another. And for a while it was long distance. There's something about letters, actual letters being sent. That's lovely. But I feel like you're together now. I mean, this is just kind of unlocked for you. King of Pentacles. Yeah, I see nothing but great things happening with this relationship. Six of Cups. It came out sideways. So it's somebody in the past, and then also there's a sense of, yeah, this is the dichotomy of the read. There's somebody in the past that's upset with a gift you've been given, and you're very excited about this gift. This gift is surrounding you now, giving you a lot of bliss. You know, if you're just like everything's coming up roses, beautiful scents surrounding you, you know. I feel like completely in love here. Ten of Pentacles, yeah, I can't show this card but in its entirety, but yeah, you just have a whole stack of good things coming your way, surrounding you. Yeah. Lots that you learn from this person. And a lot of what you've learned from this person is who to cut out. And you're considering this past person who is very critical, hot-headed. This could be a family member, I'm just getting. Not happy for you in this new connection. This new connection is going to be so prosperous. Yeah. It's what you've been waiting for. I feel like for some of you too, something supernatural happened in the way of this relationship. You know, something you can't explain where you feel like divine intervention here. Goodness surrounds you when you're with this person. Goodness. And sense. And maybe something like you smell a certain scent that reminds you of someone who you were very close with, who you're no longer in contact with, or who has passed on. And it just gives you a very calm and this is meant to be feeling. And you smell this around this person, or this person has a scent that's very familiar like that to you. The Five of Swords is out here and now. The Eight of Swords. Yeah, this is this other person who's competitive with you, the hot-headed, critical one. I'm reminded again, a lot of what they say doesn't need a response from you because they are trying to get a response out of you. Watching from the shadows, being very critical, trying to find the weak spots of this relationship or the way you feel about it, the weaknesses there to pick apart. But I feel like there's very little there for them to pick apart, so don't give them anything. Two of Pentacles here and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this person is used to being an argumentative type, and you backing down or others backing down. And I feel like you're no longer doing that. You know, you're following your heart here, and also something about the third eye. You know, this is an image you've always had in your mind about how life could be or relationship can be, where you're not arguing. This person wants to keep you busy in an argumentative state. So you don't have time to smell the roses and the beautiful scents this person envelops you with. And not only the scents, but just the energy is just utter bliss. Three of Wands in the reverse. You chose to think bigger. And then this comes in. So you have not settled. And maybe this person did settle. There is a lot of competition and jealousy here. Eight of Wands and the Sun in the reverse. When this person talks, you're going to get more and more clarity about how much they still need to learn, about how much they still need to grow, mature. How they're so dead set on being unhappy and having others around them unhappy is really what you're going to be enlightened by as you pay attention more to what they say. And with the Hangman here, but you know, Spirit's also telling me you didn't know this side to them so much because it's never been pushed. Now that you are totally in love here and moving in that direction and changing your life, and it will equal less time with them and less of a focus on them. Yeah, you're going to see more clearly the real true colors come out, and they're going to come out in their words. Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, you help this person with money, or you've helped them with connections at work, and they just, you know, or you help smooth, a lot of you, this is it, you help smooth over things a lot of times at work for them because of their hot-headed. And again, they don't get to that place quickly, but once they do, there's something you've helped them with to smooth over here with other people. They're worried about Can they handle life without you, basically, is what I'm getting here. Seven of Cups is out here now. Yeah, they're very confused about what's in store for them now because they've relied on you heavily. You've been the mature one. You've been the one that's been grounded, learning, always helpful to them, maybe even family. And now you're going in another direction. Your interests have sparked elsewhere. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. That slows up their intent. That slows up their mojo. That slows up their goals. That slows up, getting together with you, obviously less. And the Nine of Swords is out here too in the reverse. The roles are reversing here for a lot of you too because you used to worry about them and now you're so content with this other person and this other life you're building that they're the ones that is worried. I don't think you give them a lot of worrying attention like you did before. The Six of Wands in the reverse, this doesn't sit well with them either. They're used to you solving a lot of their problems. What's the advice here, Spirit? Captain your own ship. Be your own leader here. Know your worth. Yeah, something about the miracle of you two coming together. It might actually seem like a miracle that you came together. Yeah, something very otherworldly, how this came together. It did mention something supernatural you can't explain. Spirit's saying, pay attention to that. That's more powerful than anybody else griping. It's more powerful than the obvious. There's something about this connection that's more powerful than your day-to-day, run-of-the-mill, obvious stuff. Nine of Cups. It's your wish is granted here. Again, something about the way this person smells, it's incredible. And it just envelops you and makes you feel so either reminiscent or joyful. And I feel like many of you are going into that type of energy and coming out of being with someone either romantically or this critical person that could be a family member or a friend for a number of years, where there was a lot of drinking and destructiveness where that is concerned. That's been just turned up upside down in your life, turned on its head, no more of that, and you're opening yourself up to just totally new energy here that's very expansive, I hear, and welcoming, and smells so good. Something about the smell of this and it being so good. Seven of Wands keeps coming up, and it being just a bit of a miracle, actually. People will misunderstand this. You need to not let people talk you out of the miracle that is this. I feel like your person that's a soulmate connection here romantically is pretty on board with, yeah, this is absolutely a miracle. And sometimes you talk yourself out of that with other influences surrounding you, but Spirit's saying no. Be reminded and get on board and don't be talked out of this, that this is quite incredible that you two have come together. Ten of Swords. Something about the house, something about the family that needs to end. Yeah, and I think it's this critical energy coming from the family. The Empress in the reverse. This could be mother wounds, mother issues. Yeah, a mother feeling a particular way. For some of you, you haven't had a soulmate relationship until now because you haven't been open to it, because you were focused in on a mother energy that didn't want you to, who worked very hard at making sure you were always busy with their, I'm just going to say their business. So you never would have time to find anybody. And they definitely feel like if that is the case and you're resonating with that, they definitely feel like they're being replaced. And I feel like Spirit's saying they're not being replaced, and that's more of the maturity and growing up and learning more about self and being responsible and gratitude for what you have and gratitude for others and them, getting their fair share. in life, but someone's been awfully busy misunderstanding this on purpose, misunderstanding your love relationship on purpose, making it about them. Yeah. Ace of Swords in the reverse here, and the Queen of Cups. Your Ace of Swords in the reverse. So you're dealing with someone who is a blessing, who smells great, who turns some sort of destructive drinking energy upside down on its head, no longer influencing your life. And I think it's a long time coming, and you've wanted this to be the case. And someone who likes to deal in illusions, delusions, and keep in the control, something about that here. So place people where they need to go if this is resonating. You're all about the star energy. Good for you. Seven of Pentacles comes out with that. It's in the reverse, but the star energy is excellent energy. Excellent. Healing, wishes granted. Again, another nod to that. Your big wish here. A flow of that. This is very natural that this has come about, this relationship for you. And I feel like it's been awkward before for you, and also like this person was always consuming this other person that's critical, hot-headed, maybe, you know, very emotional, overly emotional, always consuming your time. Now this could be a friend too, but I do feel motherly energy strong in here that's influenced you in some sort of a negative way with regards to romantic partners. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you didn't have any time to invest in self and what you really wanted and your big dreams and wishes. And that's why that's come along so slowly, this relationship, and we talked about it. But now it's here. And now you're clear on it. And now you're cutting out whatever needs to be cut out, because you are no longer going to be walking around just like a former version of yourself, because you're pulled in so many directions to help other people. You're going to be focused in on self and what makes you happy. Yeah, it's a total focus in on self for once in your life and what makes you happy. And you're all in. And it's just a miracle that this has come about, this new transformation within you and this relationship. How beautiful. Because I feel like maybe even this person, as badly as they may be treated by a family member, and like I said, it could be a mother, this romantic partner of yours hangs in there and is kind, and you're just forever shook by their kindness, never-ending kindness and patience here when they've really been treated kind of poorly and on purpose, which they're well aware of. Three of Swords. But that's how much they have recovered and learned themselves about, enlightenment, their life, where they want to go, what they want to make important, and it's really helped you to do the same. The Four of Cups is in the reverse and the Fool in the reverse. This motherly energy or some sort of energy that's been all-consuming never wanted you to find the right person. Never wanted you to expand in that way. No engagements for you. That takes away from them. And they made a big, they were very noisy about it. They were in the shadows about their actual anger, but they were very noisy about some sort of control here and keeping the control and you not being seen by others in this regard. But I feel like the joke's on them, and it's time for them to step down, step aside, let life keep moving in a positive direction here, and learn from their mistakes here. Let's grab an oracle. Yeah, I feel like you're finally taking control of your own life. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, perfect. Because you understand when the time is to go. Time to go. I even see this gal in maybe a wedding dress. But you see how she kind of becomes transparent as she keeps going. Like transparently becoming you through all this. Beautiful. I'll grab a charm too. Okay, here's the heart with the nurse's cap. Yeah, this love brings in a lot of healing for you and a lot of strength. Ooh, boy, that's a strong message. 45 is the number on this oracle card. That may be of significance to somebody. That's your message. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel. Helps the channel to grow. Helps me to reach others. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.